Okay, what's going on, everyone? So you are going to hear a bit of an echo. I am in my shop right now, so I apologize for that. But that's right, an electric melting furnace. Say it with me, guys. We are going to be pouring some silver. Yeah, it's going to be insane. So originally what I tried to do is I was like, I won't buy a furnace. I'll get these little tiny crucibles. It came with the sweet little pliers. Figured I'd heat it up and then pour some silver. Well, that was a complete and utter failure. I was just gonna use regular propane torches. So for everyone who actually does this kind of stuff, yes, I know that's not hot enough. I'm an idiot. I get it, guys. Leave me alone. But hey, anyway, so I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw a couple pictures in just to kind of show you how it was working. So I'll put those in right now. Okay, as you can kind of see, like it was getting hot, the crucible was getting red, but the problem is since I didn't have kind of like an oven built for it, it wouldn't heat all the way around, so I just couldn't get it going enough to do it. But on the bright side with that, it did come with a couple molds. These aren't big, I get it. It's 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, full ounce, and then same with the rounds. And then there's the same thing here, 1/4, 1/2 full. So I'm not going to be pouring a whole bunch of silver, but definitely enough to where this whole thing isn't going to work. And if you see grass in there, it's because I accidentally kicked this over in the yard, so I lost about 1/4 ounce of silver out in my backyard. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, I got some welding gloves and some eye protection, but let's get down to the nitty gritty. I am going to set the camera up, hopefully get a good time lapse of me opening this box, setting it all up, and we'll take a look together. Okay, that was just a quick time lapse of opening up, getting the unimportant stuff out of the way, throwing some styrofoam. It's all good. But here's kind of how it comes packaged. Don't mind this stuff. This is, okay, that's poured out silver. Do not mind that. But anyway, you are going to get your standard 3-prong outlet plug. Now, I would suggest plugging this into kind of a power strip before you plug it into your wall, because you never know. So definitely use a power strip. That's nice. It's only a 3-prong, so you don't have to have the extra power, something like your dryer holds, anything like that. Just a standard, 2-prong with an adapter, kind of like I have here, will get you the job done. Then it came with these tongs. Now, I would probably recommend getting a new set. Some that have kind of like scissors. They have like the rounded outs. That way your hands fit in there and you can open it a lot easier. This is just not as good to open. It almost looks like they just took some pliers and welded some pinchers on there. Now, it definitely gets the job done. Do not get me wrong, but I will say this would be one thing that I would probably change out for maybe a better set. Then you get your crucible. And I will say I am extremely impressed with the quality of this crucible. It's in great shape. Obviously, it's brand new, but I'm saying it doesn't have any nicks or any chips or anything like that. It is. Now, let's pull the actual furnace out of here. I'm probably going to set the camera down. Yeah, I'm going to set the camera down. I'll pull this out of the box. I'll set it up, and we'll kind of review that together. Okay, guys, so here's the setup. So I have a couple molds here, which, they're smaller molds. They're only 1 ounce molds, so nothing too crazy. Then I have my pair of pliers here, because that way then I can just grab these molds and dump them straight into the ice water bath. Got my set of protective gloves, and you can't tell, but we're right at that 1050, so we are good to go. And then I have my bucket of ice water here. That way we can quench these once it's done. So I guess the only thing to do is I'm gonna set this thing up and let's try and pour some bars. Okay, so these are the molds that I was using just a minute ago outside. As you can see, I had some blunders using this small one. What's happening is the crucible's way too big to try and pour into this little 1 ounce mold. So what I ended up doing is getting these are 100-gram ones, and just kind of filling them a quarter of the way up, or getting this big one right here and trying to fill it just, you know, ever so slightly in there. Here's what we got. Here's what we got so far. Here are some of my pours. I know for you guys who follow the videos, watch my live streams, I've showed these, but here's what we got. So this is out of that big mold, and I got them stamped. So I put the 83 grams on there, the little American flag, 3/9's fine, and then of course, Freedom Coins on the top. That's the bigger one. Here are the smaller ones that I'm gonna try and get. These ones, again, came out of this mold right here. Those little guys came out of there. The tops, they turned out pretty good on all of them, I would say. On all of them, they came out really smooth. I gotta get them in a tumbler, and I will polish these up. I'm waiting on my channel stamp, and that'll go right across the front here, so that'll turn out really good. I did do this hammered one, just kind of for kicks and giggles. And again, these small ones turned out really good. I really enjoy the way that these look. So kind of what I did, just a rundown, you guys just saw, I know it was a short video, but you saw me pouring into these molds, then right away, dunk them in some water, and then you have them plain smooth just like that. I bought this set of stamps. Let me grab them right here. I got them off of eBay. For the whole set, I think it's like, the entire set of them, I ended up paying like 10 bucks. So as you can see, it has all the letters of the alphabet, then it has 0 through 9 in it. That way you can, you know, do any numbers you have. As you can kind of see here, I have them laid out, Freedom Coins. That way I can just grab one and stamp them. Kind of what I did, usually what they recommend is buying like a leather stamping pad. But what I did is I just grabbed some shop towels. They're pretty thick. And so I set them up like this. Then I just stick the bars on them, you know, stick the stamper on it, and then give it a good old-fashioned whack with the hammer. But they turned out pretty good. So I will say these pours I'm pretty happy with. With that being said, I will film these videos from now on. Like I said, this is kind of just a intro to it. I didn't know how this was gonna go. It went pretty well. I did post a video about unboxing and review of this furnace in case you guys are interested in what I used. But I will tell you, I'm very happy with these bars. Next up, I'm gonna pour some copper. I am gonna try some copper. So stay with me if you like these videos, and hopefully we can get some cool content out for you. But in the meantime, as always, stay free, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next one.